Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Joy Journey podcast. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Today is a session all focused on gratitude, something that I find is so powerful. It's an absolute game changer when it comes to feeling better. It's something that is tied into every aspect of the work that I and all the joy facilitators are doing in the world. And I don't want to talk about it as kind of the buzzword that I feel like it is. It's almost like it's become so popular that we don't feel into the power of it any longer. So today is really focusing on gratitude, not as like a be positive kind of band-aid, but actually as a living, breathing practice that fuels joy. Gratitude is actually step 6 in the joy method, and I'll walk you through how it fits into the full process of creating a more aligned and joyful life, a life that feels good, a life that we're excited to wake up to. So if you're ready to feel even better very easefully, then this one is for you. Hey there, it's Jillian, your guide to all things joy. And this is the Joy Journey Podcast. Oh my God. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, today we're diving deep into gratitude. I call it G-tude. It makes me giggle every single time I say it because it just feels like so fun. Why does gratitude matter so much? I know that a lot of people speak about it, and I almost feel, and maybe you can identify with this, where we've lost touch with the meaning of it because it's so common. But gratitude to me, it changes the channel. It's when we feel stuck, when we feel anxious or weighed down, gratitude can actually support us in pulling us out of focusing on what's missing or what's going wrong or what's feeling bad or gross in our lives. And it's shifting toward what's already here and the blessings that we're experiencing and the energy of abundance, actually. So that shift alone to me opens the door for more ease, more flow, more presence, more possibility. And I love, so ease is my guide. Sometimes I forget that, just like everyone else, but I love to use ease as my guide. And for me, gratitude is the easiest way to feel better because you're focusing on what's already here, what's already happening, what's already working. And so, in a world where we are taught that doing equals receiving, or that doing equals earning, or that we have to do more to get more, or be valued, or enough, it's part of the enoughness equation, actually. Gratitude says, I have enough. And this is beautiful and this is perfect and this is magical. And it allows us to expand more possibilities by focusing on what's going right. So if you use the Daily Joy Journal or if you're in the Joy Nest, you know that this is really where we spend a lot of our time focusing every day, waking up. What are 5 things that I'm most grateful for? What is going well? What is working? Where am I winning? That focus alone can change everything. And we're seeing so much magic unfolding so quickly for people who shift to this way of thinking and really adopt a gratitude mindset. So, for those who are more right brained, there's so much research around gratitude. And I feel like it's supportive in just knowing there's a reason why we're actually doing this. And we're not just talking about something fluffy, just like joy. It's not the end result. It's not just nice to have. It is imperative for feeling good. This is why we're focusing on gratitude on the podcast this month. So research shows, I found some findings for us. One review found that people who regularly practice gratitude report higher overall well-being. We've got another one where gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with greater happiness, more positive emotions, improved health, better ability to deal with adversity, and stronger relationships. On the physical side, gratitude correlates with better sleep, lower levels of biomarkers tied to heart disease risk, and improved immune function. Gratitude also has measurable effects on neural functioning. There are some brain areas that are tied to managing negative emotions. Gratitude interventions, such as journaling, writing gratitude lists and letters, shows greater positive mood, more optimism, less psychological pain, fewer symptoms of anxiety and depression. And there's an important nuance here. What we're talking about when we talk about gratitude is not just saying you're thankful. It's not just saying thank you. It's literally doing the practice, so engaging in a practice of appreciation in a way that invites in awareness, that allows us to notice the causes of it and internalize the meaning of the gratitude that helps to shift things. So what does this mean? Well, as you can see, studies show that gratitude isn't just fluff. There are actually a lot of studied benefits to practicing gratitude, to using appreciation in our everyday lives. And it's altering our brain, our body, and how our life is showing up for us, how we're showing up in our lives. So let's take a moment now and flip this into how to use this. How does this tie into the joy method? So when we look at the joy method, again, I created this in 2018, kind of channeled it through, and again, the intention was to create a method or create a way to support feeling better. Okay. I did not know at the time that it is actually a manifestation method. And there's so much magic to using this daily in our lives. But gratitude is built into the joy method, into every single step. And there's actually a particular step for gratitude. But I wanted to kind of run through the joy method, which involves mindfulness, law of attraction, positive psychology, and all of my tools and every experience that I've ever had in supporting myself and feeling better when I got sober and started walking this path of being courageous enough to feel my feelings. So, how does the gratitude work in the joy method? When we look at step one, which is the feelings and our ability to feel all of our feelings, not just the good ones, but gratitude really helps us to give space to feelings without drowning in them. So I can feel the sadness, I can feel the grief and the loss, but I can also be grateful for what I still have, right? I notice that when holidays come around, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whenever it was like with family, we've lost a lot of family members. And so I would really shift my focus. Again, there was still the sadness and the grief, but I also use gratitude to focus on what's still here, the family that I still have, my chosen family, those relationships that are still here that I can focus on and expand with my focus. So that takes us into step two, which is the thoughts and really noticing where are the thoughts. When we pay attention to our thoughts, gratitude is like this lens that helps us catch where our mind wants to spiral. Okay. So paying attention to the thoughts and inviting gratitude in, shifting the thoughts, which is step three, shifting the thoughts toward what is working, what is working, what is feeling good, what is going well. Gratitude is one of the simplest shifts with the biggest ROI. Okay. We get the biggest rewards by using appreciation in our lives. Maybe it's you're moving through a challenging time and I'm grateful. I'm also learning. I'm grateful that I'm feeling supported. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. What am I grateful for as I move through perhaps what is uncomfortable or whatever that is for you? Step four is around setting intentions. And to me, the gratitude always makes my intention setting stronger. When I'm grateful now, when I start with gratitude and then I roll out what I want, it's almost like saying to the universe, thank you. So in the Joy Nest, we have a monthly manifestation list that we create together. And it's really focusing before I write anything about what I want. The first thing I get everyone to write down is thank you for my many blessings. We're being blessing focused. We're focusing on what is here, what is good, so that we can expand that with ease and then call in more from a place of abundance instead of scarcity. So we start with gratitude. I am so blessed. Here's why. And here's what I would love more of. Do you feel that difference? Instead of here's what I need, or here's what I have to have, or here's what I'm calling in, or this sense of desperation, it's no, actually, I'm in an abundant state. I'm focusing on my blessings. I'm very blessed. And yes, please, more, please. I actually get to have more. Step five is inspired action. And I feel like gratitude, when it comes to inspired action, gratitude really fuels momentum. It gives us energy. It gives us energy to take those steps forward, even when they might be small. They don't have to be big Tony Robbins friggin' inspired actions, small baby steps, and also knowing for inspired action, it's not always physical action. Sometimes even just simply, I'm going to practice gratitude daily. That is an inspired action that can and will change everything for you. So step six is G-tude. Step six in the joy method is gratitude. And this is the spotlight step. This is where we're going to dive in. Let ourselves feel the excitement. Let ourselves feel the appreciation, really harnessing the focus to say what is going well. And when we're using the joy method as more of a manifestation method, like we're really setting those powerful intentions, we're taking inspired actions towards our dreams and desires, and we're using celebration to not only be grateful for what we already have and the evidence that we have of the abundance that we're seeking or the experiences that we're seeking, but we're also using gratitude to celebrating ourselves, what's going well. Again, in the Joy Nest, we do this every week. In the Joy Journal, every week, High Five Friday. Where are you winning? Where are you actually winning? And how often are you having these conversations about where you're winning? This is what I want to bring into companies and into corporate world is really bringing in this energy of excitement and winning. Most of us want to feel seen and heard. And when someone actually stops long enough to acknowledge what you're doing well, it will make you want to excel in every aspect. It's just the way it is. Think about the last time someone gave you a compliment and how did that feel? Or someone said, like, I'm so thankful for you, or I'm so grateful for you, or these gifts that you have, or these gifts that you bring. Do you know what's better than hearing that from someone else? Is telling it to yourself. Actually knowing and holding yourself with such gratitude and appreciation for all of your gifts, the ways in which you're showing up and practicing courage and taking inspired action and being the joy warrior that you are, using the joy method to feel better. And then also, this is what I would call joy leadership, is literally lighting up the world from the inside out by making your joy and how you feel a priority. This is a big deal and it's worth celebrating. So how can you celebrate yourself? How can you bring self-celebration into your world, into your life, so that, again, you can start to raise your vibration with so much ease, focusing on what's already happening? The last step in the joy method is trust. And gratitude to me makes trust a lot easier. Trust can be really tricky. And I've had people ask questions, what does it even mean? What does that mean? So I would describe trust in my life as surrender. I would describe it as kind of inner knowing. I notice a lot of people seeking, and even some who hire me to support them in their businesses or their lives, is around wanting answers. Or maybe you're using oracle cards, or you're fucking hiring mediums all the time, or you're really seeking outside of yourself. Trust to me is very internal. It's also very spiritual, but sometimes that spiritual aspect can seem far away from people. So it's trusting my own inner wisdom, trusting my connection to the divine through my heart, trusting my own messages, trusting in the universe to support me, knowing that abundance is actually my natural state. And so what is more important than me focusing on what I desire, even if I want material things or money, which is totally fine to desire those things. It's when I focus on my level of service and what I'm giving and how I'm serving soulfully from a place of overflow, when I'm focused on joy and the currency of joy and the energy of just honoring myself and my feelings and my focus to feel as good as I can feel, so that I can literally light up the world from the inside out, not from the outside in, because that ain't going to happen. Tried that. Did not work so well for me. So it's really knowing, as I use the joy method, I use my magical wand, which is my focus. I honor my feelings. I'm setting powerful intentions. I'm shifting my mind consistently toward what I want. Take those inspired actions. I'm practicing gratitude and focused on my blessings and getting excited about everything that's coming in, because if you can dream it, it's 100% in escrow for you. And then trusting the universe has absolutely got my back. Things are in flow, and all I need to focus on is raising my vibration, making my energy my priority, my vibrancy my priority. And as I do that, then everything else flows in. And this is what I'm here to teach. And that may or may not resonate for you, but hit me up at Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. Let me know, does this resonate for you? You can also just shoot me an email. Does this practice, do you feel it? Do you experience this? Are you maybe already leading this in your life? And if it's not, then awesome. Maybe this doesn't resonate, and that's okay too. Everyone has their own path. But trusting, I feel like gratitude makes the trust easier, because it's when I focus on what's going well, it feels like magic happens. I trust that more is going to come. When I'm focused on abundance, when I'm focused on gratitude and the blessings, I'm in an abundant state. And being in abundance and in flow allows for more to flow in. What I appreciate appreciates. What I appreciate appreciates. Let's talk about gratitude as a daily practice. So you probably, if you've been listening to my podcast, you know I wrote not one, but two journals. The Daily Joy Journal. There's the original, which is super powerful. And then there's the leadership edition, which is more involved. It's more of like a daily joy journal combined with a planner as well, so that we bring our joy along our busyness and allow ourselves to land more into the beingness. But in the Daily Joy Journal, gratitude is a consistent theme. We're focusing on the 5 things that we most desire. It's built in for you. So each day there's space to write what you're appreciating, because also I just so deeply believe that writing it down is like spelling. You know, when they talk about spelling, we're actually casting these beautiful, positive, powerful spells by focusing on what is working. And it's turning that into a habit. It's shifting from gratitude being this nice thing to have to a very lived practice, a very practical way to actually feel better and raise our vibration. So if you're inside the Joy Nest this month, this is what we're doing, is gratitude as the foundation for joy. That is the workshop that we'll be doing together. Yeah, and we're just really exploring gratitude as a compass, not just a concept. How does my life shift when I use this as a daily tool in my life? If you're interested in that, that will be in the show notes. For right now, let's try a little gratitude practice together. So, taking a moment, and if it's available to you, if you're not driving, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. And if that feels awkward for you, can you just bring your attention downward and inward? We just really want to start to bring that attention and energy inward. And now that we've explored a little bit more why gratitude matters and how it fits into the joy method, I want to guide you through a deeper practice. And this isn't just about thinking grateful thoughts, it's about letting your whole body feel abundance, letting it expand and anchoring it. So we'll start with a nice big deep breath in, filling up and exhaling fully on the sigh. Again, breathing in, filling up with whatever you most need right now, and letting all of that stress or tension just fall away as you allow yourself to land fully present in this moment. Bringing your awareness to your body and just noticing where your seat might be connecting to the chair beneath you, the ground underneath your feet. Taking a moment to scan from the top of your head down to your shoulders, through your chest and back, belly, hips, legs, all the way to your toes. Noticing where you are feeling softness and flow. Notice where you are feeling any tension or tightness. No judgment, just awareness. Noticing any and all of those sensations and perceptions and bringing your breath to any areas that are feeling strained or sore. Allowing all of that to dissipate, being replaced with the purest, highest frequency of love and light. As you're breathing, just begin to match your inhales to your exhales and allowing yourself to settle. Feeling completely held in this moment, bringing your energy and your attention to your heart and allow your heart to bring to your mind one thing you are most grateful for. It could be as simple as your morning coffee, the sound of laughter, a message you received, your home, relationships, whatever it is, your health, whatever that thing is. Don't overthink, just letting it come to you naturally and holding it gently in your awareness. And as you're focusing on what you're most grateful for in this moment, just noticing how your body is responding. Maybe it's a little bit of warmth in the chest or a soft smile over your lips. Maybe it's dropping the tension in your shoulders, allowing the shoulders to fall down your back. Let your body tell you how gratitude feels. Just noticing for the next few seconds. And as you're noticing how you are feeling, we're going to take some time to deepen into the why. We're going to expand the energy of gratitude by filling in the following blank. I am grateful for because. Deepening into the gratitude. I am grateful for because. And it is the because that makes gratitude so powerful. It kind of grounds into that feeling and it makes it real. And if you can, allowing yourself to feel in the body. Now let's expand that gratitude, feeling it in the body, noticing where you're sensing gratitude in the body and allowing it to ripple out. Imagine this bright light of gratitude beginning to grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and really feeling the ripple that this is creating in your body. If you're feeling grateful for your morning coffee, maybe it's now extending to the farmer who grew the beans, or the friend that you shared it with, or the room that you drank it in, or the quiet moment that you gifted yourself to enjoy it. And if you're grateful for a person, maybe it's also for the love or support or the laughter that they bring into your life. Let your gratitude touch not just the thing or the experience, but everything connected to it, and feel that expansion in your body now. Feel the light growing even bigger. Feeling absolutely lit up with gratitude, taking one more deep breath in, and on the exhale, simply whispering the words, thank you, thank you, thank you. And feeling that gratitude as a glowing light in your body. Maybe it's golden or soft pink or maybe green. Just noticing, does gratitude have a color for you? And let that settle into your heart, into your belly, and your whole being. And anchoring it all in with an intention. Perhaps it's gratitude is my guide, or what I appreciate appreciates. Just allowing yourself to carry this feeling of appreciation forward into your next moment, your next action, your next opportunity with ease. And noticing how you're feeling. Are you feeling softer or lighter or more open? And when you're ready, you can begin to wiggle and move your fingers and toes and just bringing all of that light back in and opening eyes when you're ready. Welcome back. So, just noticing how that simple few-minute practice feels for you. This is something available to us all the time. Doesn't mean you even need to do meditation every day, but could you bring your focus to what you're grateful for? Can you bring your focus to the blessings? Can you be finding evidence of appreciation in your life? And I guarantee as you do this, so much magic will unfold for you. So much magic. So as you go through your day, your week, your life, let gratitude be your bridge. The bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Let's use gratitude as the bridge of abundance. If you want support with weaving gratitude into your life, this is my jam. It's built absolutely into both versions of the Daily Joy Journal. You can check that out in the show notes, or you can join us in the Join Us where we are practicing this actively together daily, weekly, monthly. You can find the link again in the show notes, or you can head to the academyofjoyfulliving.com and everything is there for you. And finally, I just want to wrap this up with appreciation and say thank you. Thank you from my heart to yours. I am so grateful for you. I am so grateful that you, out of all the many things that you could be choosing to do, are listening and tapping into the energy and frequency of gratitude and joy and expanding this with me. This is how we do it. Here is to lighting up the world together from the inside out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and see you so soon. Mwah.